So once you've gotten into your account and you've made a new workbook, we'll have an untitled workbook and we'll be ready to add some data. So I actually have some data that I'm going to bring over for you all, and I'm going to drop it right in here. And this is going to be our climate data, and I'm just going to go to this upload file area right here, drop that in there, hit add, and there we go. You see nothing has happened yet. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and be like, this is a crop analysis. We'll just give that a name right there, and we'll just save that. So we got our progress thus far, although not that much. And then at least we got it saved, right? And then we're going to go and we're going to click the three dots on our data set here. We can see all the columns right here. This shows like what sort of data we can work with. We should have already looked at the Excel sheet to make sure that this is a good rich data sheet. You're going to want your Latin long. This is like Latin long average because this is specifying like I think the middle of a crop's field. So you can't give the coordinates to every single stalk of corn. So that's how they set up the data. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and enable location on this. So just click the three dots and hit enable location. And then we're going to want to do coordinates because we have coordinates in our data set. If you didn't have coordinates and you just had address, you could run that. And geography is a whole other thing. So we're just going to go through and make sure that we have our proper fields for X and Y set up. And then we are going to make sure our spatial reference is the one we want. This one is fine. Don't really stress too much about this. Generally, this will give you accurate geographical representation pretty much regardless of what. And the default one's pretty good. So we're just going to go ahead and run that. I'm just going to let that load there. And here in a minute, we should be able to take this data and drag and drop it into the middle area. And we should be able to make one of three things. We should be able to make a table, a chart, or a map. And I'm just going to go ahead and show that with the map, we do in fact have points on a map right there. And we're going to go ahead and if I wanted to turn this into a chart, we could do that. I'm just going to show the examples. If we want to show just a table, right? And this is just the crop counts, right? So this is automatically detecting probably your most important chart. This chart's not probably going to make a lot of sense. Well, actually, no, it does. But this, just showing some different examples of things you can do. KPI 77. All right. Some of these are not exactly 100% like what you're going to want, right? So you're going to want to try to check these out a little bit more. So we're going to go with a map first, and then maybe we'll do a chart over here, right? And the good thing about these is you can move them around, and you can make them bigger or smaller, so you can have a layout, because ultimately this is what your layout's going to be for your end customer or whoever's using and interacting with this dashboard. So you kind of want to have things nice and spread out, and we're going to say, we can give a name to this. We're going to say card 1 is map of crops, and card 2 is chart of crops. Cool, so that's the basics of getting started with this. We've got over here on the side, we just have our bar chart made right here, and we're just going to roll on to some more features here. We're going to show you how to customize these things and how to do a little bit more with them. I just want to show you the starting point of what you're going to want to accomplish when you first get your workbook started. So see you in the next video.